Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I have another unboxing video. This is for Bardwood Grove and its various expansion and Kickstarter exclusive pack and an additional character for Merchant's Cove, another game by Final Frontier Games that I also own. So let's see what all we have here. We'll start with the base game. So here is the front of the box. The Spirit of the Five Realms. And the back. Welcome to the Halfling Realms. It says Bardwood Grove is a tableau composition Euro game where each player assumes the role of a fantastical bard out to make a name for themselves. It's set in the Five Realms, which Merchant's Cove, Rise to Nobility, and Cavern Tavern are all set in that same universe. Players will venture across the newly opened borders into the legendary musical city of Bardwood Grove, located in the heart of the Halfling Realm, where the Bardwood trees make for excellent instruments, and the natural crystal formations here have unique sound-related properties. Between a rock and a bard place. As a bard, you will manage a unique tempo dial mechanism to build songs. Each turn, you draw 2 cards and make the tough decision of which card to play to your story, or discard, for instant benefits, while the other is added to your song tableau. Each bard is unique and starts with their own deck and instrument to match their style. Playing as bards such as the banjo duelist, bongo bopper, or the elven harpist, players will learn new bardic skills, tell tales, perform gigs, and soothe the creatures invading the grove. New content to discover. There's a full expansion worth of extra content in this box. After each game, new cards, events, legends, motifs, mechanisms, and bards will unlock, expanding and enriching the game in future plays. Can you discover all the secrets of the Grove? The game is designed by Carl van Ostrand and art by The Miko. All right, let's get the shrink wrap off here and see what's inside. Got a little bit of lid lift as it's shipped. I'm assuming that will go away once we get everything out and punched. All right. Nothing inside the lid. Sometimes there's some art in the lid. Not for this one. Okay, first off, we've got the rule book. Like a 11 by 11 inch square book. Not a big fan of these, but it will work, it looks like. Very well illustrated. I won't read through this whole introduction, but if you want to pause the video here and read it, you can. I believe this is probably available online as well. Here's a look at the contents of the components. And unlocking content, when to open tuck boxes. So it looks like it might have sort of a legacy type element to it, where you unlock extra content as you play. A couple of different options there, it looks like, I guess. It looks like you can either play Express Unlock, Normal Unlock, or Delayed Unlock, depending on how many games you want to take to unlock stuff. If you're real impatient and you just want to get to everything right away, you can do the Express Unlock. If you want to drag it out more, you can go with the Delayed Unlock. All right. We do not recommend taking unlocked seasonal content out of the game to play with new players. Okay, so it has a way to reset the game if you're selling it or giving it away. Okay. Some instructions on what all the different things are in the game. Setup instructions. Very well illustrated. Player setup. Objective. Playing over a variable number of turns. Once all the green VP gems are depleted, the end of the game is triggered. Then whoever has the most victory points wins. You've got green victory points, which are physical victory point tokens, and then blue victory points, which are printed victory points. So a couple different sources of your points there. Goes into the gameplay, diagram of a card, structure of the player turn, composition phase, movement, looks like there's a lot to this. The singing phase, activate locations, there's a description of the types of locations, goes into more detail on those. Challenging a bard, gaining a badge, events, the downtime phase, end game, and final scoring, credits, and then an icon reference here for you, which continues on to the back. It's a shame they couldn't get that all to fit on the back. I'm sure there'll be some player aids made by people on BGG that'll have this combined into maybe like a two-sided sheet that you can refer to, so you don't have to keep flipping the rule book open. All right, so that's the rule book. Then we have a book on the solo mode. So setup for that. Gameplay, the rival's turn. So you've got some sort of automated rival, it looks like. Bard challenge, activating locations. All the same sort of stuff that you do on the turns, but specific instructions for the solo mode. Player gameplay modifications. And events, end game, and credits again for that. All right, next we have some punch boards. We've got some different dials here. Looks like sort of a DJ's stand here. This is for the front Brunchineer. Not sure what that is. But several different cardboard tokens. I didn't go for the deluxe version of this. I believe it replaces all of these with wood tokens. All these notes and whatever these are. And the clefs. So some of them have some artwork on the back. So that's the first counter sheet. Second counter sheet. Looks like some currency tokens here, something to do with and then different, not sure what those represent. And these are different kinds of stones that you can get. All right, so it looks like that's it for the punch boards. Then we have the game board itself. So let's get that opened up and see what it looks like. Give you a little overhead view here. I saw something in the rules about this river here. You can move boats along there. I'm sure you get different benefits along the way there, it looks like. Some different little huts. Not sure what those are used for. Different buildings. And these are all the different locations. Very nice artwork. Very high quality game board there. Fold that back up. Next we have what looks like are probably the player boards. See what the distinction here is as far as player color or something. Looks like they might all be identical. Probably something else to denote your player color. So there's 4 of those. Game does do 1 to 4 players, I believe. Confirm that. Yep. 1 to 4 players, 14 and up, 90 minutes. At least that's what they claim. All right, we have some player aid cards here. These are all identical, so we'll just look at one of them. Single-sided. Nice artwork on the back. So these are those stones. You got sound stones and range stones. So just an explanation of what all the different stuff means. All right, we got a bunch of goodies in here. Where should we start? Let's go up here. Okay, we got a scoring pad. Quite a few number of those. Hopefully also available for download on their website. So you can print off more if you need them. These, I'm assuming, are the seasonal boxes they were talking about. So you got a spring box, a summer box. We won't be spoiling anything here, so we're not going to open these up. Autumn box and winter box. Okay, and then another box here in the center. Not sure what this one's for, but I'm sure we'll be instructed at some point to open that. Got the little things to put the that dial together that we saw from the first punch board that looked like a a DJ's station. You got some green gems here, plastic gems, pretty typical. Very nice. We can get it focused a little better here. Yeah. All right, so you got a bag full of those. We've got a pencil for the score pad. Here are some other, what looks like, what is this? Oh, these are, these are like stuck together. They feel like they're magnetic. Yeah, they are. So they use some sort of magnet, probably to hold whatever you end up placing on these. So these are going to be your different player colors then. You got red, yellow, green, and blue. They're magnetized. Here are the meeples for the different bards. It's like a halfling there probably. So that's maybe it's an elf. She does have kind of pointed ears. There's the bongo boomer. Okay, looks like some kind of imp or something. Now here's the elf, the elven harpist, yeah. That first one probably was a halfling. And this guy looks like Count Chocula. Okay. Not sure what kind of instrument that is he has. Some kind of bell, maybe. So those are the player meeples, depending on which character you're playing. Next we have some cards. Crack these open. They're fairly decent quality. They're not about like a regular playing card, I guess. Nothing real fancy. We'll sleeve them up. Singing harp, brass baritone, percussive ensemble, double-edged banjo. I guess these are probably the instruments for each of the different bards. Looks like you got. No, these are maybe not. There's a whole bunch of these. No idea what they mean, but crescendo, improvise, shake, rattle, and roll, holler. Like maybe different songs that you play. Dance of the Dead, and then these probably go back with these. Like these are like modifications you can do to the song, maybe. Whoops. Get back in there. Set these down. Yeah, so these blue ones are different riffs, flow, jam, bridge, chorus, drop. Okay, and then we've got whatever these are. Clink, clank, screech, muffle, scratch, cacophony, ear splitter, vamplifier, suppressor, thunder note, dwarven rock fan. Looks like that continues onto these then. Yeah, these are the rest of those might be the creatures that you're supposed to soothe. This next pack open. Prog rock fan. Undeath metal fan. Nautical rap fan. Orc pop fan. Elven dance music fan. These are different fans, I guess. Super fan. And we've got these. Again, I have no idea what these are for, but they look interesting. All right, and then we've got, looks like cards for each of the bards. There was 5 meeples. I'm guessing the 5th one might be for the rival, maybe. Because we saw the elven harpist, the brass baritone, the bongo bopper, and the banjo duelist. So I think that imp-looking guy might be the... He's the one that seems like he doesn't match any of those. That's probably the rival. So just a little backstory on them, and then their actual card. Looks like this just is explaining probably different things you can do on your turn. Very nice. And then last but not least, we have some square cards. Okay. I actually need to order some more of these sleeves for these square cards because I just bought some Power Grid expansions that and a new power plant deck for Power Grid that are these size. I need to get those sleeved as well. So I'll be able to use. I'm glad I waited to order those until I saw these because I'll need to get some more for these as well. Some challenge cards, it looks like. No idea what this all means, but I'm sure it's going to be very cool. Game of Tones. They love their puns. Yep, so I don't know what those are, but they got different stuff on the back. Interesting. All right. Here's the back of the other one. So these are, okay, these are themed to the different seasons, it looks like. So we'll find out what all that means once we dig into the rules. So that's it for what's in the base game. Oh, we forgot something down there. A little cart. Probably a first player token, maybe. Or start player token. I'm actually going to put that in the bag with these so it doesn't get lost. All right, so let's get all this kind of back in here. And then we'll take a look at the expansion. what's in the base game. Next up is the Spirits of the Grove expansion. Looks like it adds support for a 5th player. The return of musical diversity to Bardwood Grove has awakened the artistic spirits sleeping there. Overjoyed spirits now flit and flicker about the town, eager to offer their help to fledgling and established musicians alike. At the beginning of the game, each bard gains the support of 3 powerful spirits. At certain points during the game, they can call in help from these spirits to gain powerful one-time effects. With the help of the spirits, the new age of music begins in Bardwood Grove. This expansion also contains components to introduce a 5th player to Bardwood Grove, as well as 2 brand new bards and a handful of new events. So we've got 2 additional bards and some new cards and stuff to go along with that. Just 1 more player board and 1 more of these magnetic wheels. This expansion was designed by Drake Villarreal, or not sure how to pronounce his last name. Again, with art by the Miko, and part of the 5 Realms universe. So let's get this one open as well. Find a good spot. Here we go. Inside the box. Tip this down a bit now. Inside of the lid is blank. Okay, we have a little, just a double-sided sheet here with components. These are the 2 new bards, the Word Weaver and the 6-string Mimic. Additional spirit cards and event cards. More bard stones. And all of the player-related pieces for the 5th player. Additional superfan card. All right, and then it explains how you set up the new stuff, the spirits cards, and how it changes to gameplay, and then changes to the solo mode when using the expansion. So that's all there is for new rules for the expansion. Again, punch board with all of the player specific stuff. My daughter will be happy that there's a purple option. Yeah, just additional tokens to support the extra player. Another player board. I didn't mention before, but these are dual layer. So they got the little slots to put your different things into. Yeah, this must be where this is how you designate your player color then. This is where that colored wheel goes, and I bet that's magnetic as well, so it'll stick there. And another one of these, same as was in the base game, just for the 5th player. Our new meeples for the new bards. This one was called the Word Weaver. 6-string Mimic. And we've got their player wheel. Yeah, just to confirm here. Yep, that does stick right on there magnetically. And I assume you turn it during the game to do something. And then here are the additional cards. More of these square cards. Ooh, barely fit in this baggie. I don't think we'll put them back in there. I'm assuming this will all fit into the base game box. And then more of the standard size cards. One of those easy open things. Doesn't look like it. All right. So there's our 2 new bards. A little backstory on them. And some more of these. The super fan. More of these blue cards. And the pink cards. Yeah, these must be the instruments for the 2 new bards, and then all of these songs, I assume they are, that you can play. So that's cool. And then these are the new spirit cards. So activate both effects of the topmost whatever that is in the whatever that is deck. Apparently normally you only get to activate one, so this one lets you activate both. Select a non-boss creature anywhere with your shield on it and soothe it. Spirit of Companionship. Yeah, they just give you different bonuses, it looks like. Another way to give some unique abilities or whatever to each player, I'm guessing. All right, so that's the contents of the Spirits of the Grove expansion. Oops, let's leave that on there. And rule sheet and lid. And then we have the Bardwood Grove Kickstarter exclusive pack. Let's see what this is all about. Come on. Little tuck box. Ooh, some more meeples. What do we have here? A couple more bards, it looks like. That's a cool looking instrument. Like a sousaphone type instrument there. And some cards to go along with them. So we've got Alma Aspirante, who plays the bagpipes. And we've got Breck, the organ grinder. Oh, okay, you can tell a little bit better in here what it looks like. All right, and ooh, we got a smooth jazz fan. Count me in as one of them. Rub-a-dub dubstep fan. Again with the puns. R&B fan. A few new types of fans. Shuffle, I don't remember seeing that as a modifier or whatever these are called. There's the two new instruments. And we got some more creatures, rattlesnake, croakzart, and more songs. I'm assuming these are songs. So that's cool. That's what you get in the Kickstarter exclusive pack. So if you buy this at retail, you won't have these. Sure, there'll probably be people selling them on eBay for $50 to $100 or something. I'm keeping mine. I buy the games to play, not to turn around and sell at a higher price. Okay, and then the last thing we have is a new character for Merchant's Cove. So Merchant's Cove is, I backed it when it first went on Kickstarter. I got I think I got everything there was to get for it. It's a pretty fun game. Asymmetric type, which this one looks like it is too. But each character has like a unique way that they play the game and how they score points and stuff. So it's pretty neat in that regard. Kind of like how Root is, where each, depending on which faction you're playing, you're actually playing the game differently than everybody else. Let's get this open. Take a look at it. And then I did also back the, they're coming out with a kind of like a final expansion / storage solution for Merchant's Cove that I also backed. And hopefully it'll come. I don't remember, but I'm guessing that it probably came with an actual figure then for this new character. So you got to scan this QR code to access the rule book for this character. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So this isn't a character for Merchant's Cove, it doesn't look like. I wonder if it's a Merchant's Cove themed character for this game. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's got, looks like blank cards. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, no, this looks like Merchant's Cove iconography here. Huh. So maybe it uses like similar mechanics to Bardwood Grove, but for a character that you actually use in Merchant's Cove. I don't know. I'm going to have to look up the rule book here and see what this is actually all about, because I'm not sure what it is. So I'm going to do that now, and then kind of fill you guys in on what I find out. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so yeah, I got the kind of the gist of it here. It is a character for Merchant's Cove, and you use a lot of the components from Bardwood Grove to actually play the character. So it's almost like you're playing the Bardwood Grove game as one of the merchants in Merchant's Cove. So that's your like point scoring engine, is playing Bardwood Grove. For those that don't know, in Merchant's Cove, basically each player is a merchant and they're trying to produce different goods to satisfy what the customers that are coming in on these ships want. Excuse me. And if you produce the right color of goods, basically to match the color of the meeples that want those goods, that's how you get your points or gold. And so in this one, you're going to be singing songs and trying to match the colors of the various meeples that come in at the different docks. And so that's how you get your gold, is by singing songs instead of producing goods to sell to them. So looks like it'll be pretty cool once I learn how to play Bardwood Grove. So anyway, that's the Merchant's Cove, the Entertainer character that came as part of this Kickstarter. Not sure if that's going to be available separately or not, but that is what it is. So that concludes everything that I received as part of my pledge anyway. So the Merchant's Cove character, the Kickstarter exclusive pack, the Spirits of the Grove expansion, and the base game. So that will do it for this unboxing video. Hope that was helpful for any of you that are maybe still waiting on yours to come, or didn't back it but are interested in the game and want to see what it's like. Hopefully this will give you a little taste of it. I'll probably do a, once I figure out how to play, I'll probably do a how to play video and do a solo playthrough of this so you can see what the game's like. So hope this was helpful to you. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.